Hi, this is a special video version of the Frugal Frog column for tujawellness.com. I'm Valerie, and today we're going to upcycle old jeans and t-shirts into fun dog toys. Really super simple. What we need to do is create strips from our old clothes. These are clothes that are not suitable to donate, like these jeans. And what you want to do is just snip the bottom hem like that. Don't cut it all the way up, you're going to rip it. And it's going to rip all the way up the leg. The reason that you want to rip instead of snip is because you'll have fewer fibers coming off it. And we'll just do one more snip here, show you how easy that is. You want your strips to be between 1 inch and 2 inches. That's what you're going to be working with. Then you're just going to snip it off at the base there until you have enough to put together in a braid. Now you can braid with 3 or 6 or 12 if you want, depending how thick you want it to be. Just put a nice solid knot in the bottom there and then just start braiding. Really straightforward, nice tight braid. If you've never braided before, it's as easy as taking the right strand, putting it in the middle, then the left strand into the middle, right strand again, repeat all the way down until you end up with something like this. Put another big double knot in the bottom. Give it a good pull. Bit of a workout. Make sure that it's not going to come apart on your dog. And the other option is to put an extra knot right in the middle. Just depends on what your dog likes. Okay, let's move on to the t-shirts. We're going to be creating a little bit of a pull toy here, a little throw toy. So you are going to need an old tennis ball for this one. And you're going to do the same. You're going to create strips out of your old t-shirts. So we've got an old ratty t-shirt here. Same thing, you want to rip instead of snip. T-shirts tend to rip horizontally along the bottom. So cut up the seam and then just rip your strip all the way across the front or the back of your t-shirt and chop it off. That's all we need. And then we've got 6 here that we're going to feed through our tennis ball. So take your tennis ball and you're going to just open up a little bit of a hole there. See, I've already started on this side. And I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut it in the other direction so that the ball is less likely to split in half. You don't want it to be too big of a hole. You can always make it bigger, you can't make it smaller. Here's the trick. There's our hole there. You need a pencil to help guide the fabric through the holes. So just slip your pencil, your fabric right onto your pencil there and poke it through the hole. Hopefully it comes out the other end. There it is. Keep going until you've got something to hold on to. And then you pull your pencil back out, like that. You're gonna do that 5 more times. All right, that's my 6th one there. Bit of a workout. And I'm just gonna pull them so that they're all pretty much equal on this end here. So I'm just gonna, pretty even. You don't have to be really picky about it. And then I'm gonna make a knot on this end, all strands through there. Sure it's a good double knot, and then really, this is again another workout for you. There you go. Now that's a pretty big knot given the size of the slit that I did in my tennis ball, so it's not going to come through. So I'm confident that I can leave it like that. If you had a bigger hole in your tennis ball, then you might want to do a double knot. So now we're going to also put a little bit of a knot at the bottom, just to make sure that ball isn't going anywhere. And I'm just going to do this kind of knot here. And now we're basically just going to braid it out. 2 strands in each one, just like that. Keep braiding, and after you've completed that, you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Put a good double knot in the end there. You definitely don't want it coming apart. And you're ready to play. Good for the planet, good for your pocketbook, and definitely good for you and your 4-legged friends.